Sawadee krap. It's Thursday, August 29th. I'm JP Mestanza, and this is Phuket Extra, brought to you by PSD Windows and Doors. Let's start with our top story. The two Myanmar nationals who were convicted of the September 2014 murder of two British backpackers on the island of Koh Tao 5 years ago, well, the Supreme Court today upheld the death sentences that were originally ruled by the criminal and appeal courts. Jaw Lin and Win Jaw Thun have been held at the Bang Kwang prison in Nonthaburi since they were convicted, and earlier today they heard the final ruling at Nonthaburi Provincial Court, which upheld the death sentence for the September 2014 rape and murder of 23-year-old Hannah Withridge and murder of 24-year-old David Miller on Koh Tao Island in the Gulf of Thailand. The defense questioned the autopsy results that confirmed the DNA samples from the two men that matched samples collected from Withridge's body, saying it was unreliable, while also arguing against the reliability of the investigation by police on the island, saying that the police had fabricated evidence and arrested the men as scapegoats. For more on this story, visit thephuket.news.com. A street shooting on Koh Siray on the east side of Phuket town is now being investigated by police, confirming that drug paraphernalia was found at the house of the victim. Police were notified of last night's shooting at about 11 p.m., finding 26-year-old Atapon Panyasak on the ground with gunshot wounds, and he was sent to Phuket Provincial Hospital. The victim's friend told police that he was driving a motorbike with Atapon sitting behind him as his passenger, and when they arrived near the scene, three men came out from a nearby car, and one of them opened fire at Atapon. The victim fell to the ground and the men fled. That's when police were called. During a search of the victim's house, police found evidence of the 4x100 drug mixture, a concoction that includes illegal kratom leaves, cough syrup, and bottles of cola, all of which was seized. The investigation is ongoing while the victim remains at the hospital. Doctors at Fashira Phuket Hospital are trying to determine the cause of death of a crewman whose body was found on a dive tour boat yesterday morning. The body of 50-year-old Somkiat Girkeo was found inside the Sampao 3 boat moored at Chalong Pier yesterday shortly before 9 a.m. by boat crewmen who were preparing diving equipment for tourists on the vessel. Somkiat's left hand was still holding his phone, which was still connected to a power bank, the earphone still in his ear, and police found no wounds on his body. For more, visit thephuket.news.com. Phuket Extra will be right back after this.
Phuket's rapid modernization has made it one of the world's premier holiday destinations. Investors can still buy quality condominiums for as low as $75,000, and luxury properties can go all the way up to $20 million. Condominiums in Phuket are a safe, secure bricks-and-mortar investment offering foreigners freehold ownership. Call or email Thai Residential, Phuket's #1 trusted real estate advisor, to find your perfect Phuket property.
Welcome back to Phuket Extra. Deputy Prime Minister Prawit Wongsuwan is telling reporters that the family of the suspected insurgent who died after falling unconscious while in military detention, that the government will compensate the family, but only if they can prove he was not an insurgent. Doctors say that Abdullah Esor Musor died of brain swelling earlier this week at a hospital in Songkhla province, having never woken up after he was found lying unconscious on the floor near a toilet in a detention center back on July 21st, just one day after he was apprehended at his home in Pattani province. Military officials say the 34-year-old was interrogated after his arrest, then he was found unconscious and had been in a coma until he died earlier this week. Prime Minister Prayut Chan-o-cha has previously denied that he was beaten up while he was in custody, and now human rights activists and others are pressuring the government to allow an independent investigation into the circumstances of Abdullah's death. Abdullah's body had already been buried at a cemetery in Saiburi district of Pattani earlier this week, with his relatives having refused an autopsy, saying they no longer trusted the authorities. Marine life experts are trying to provide assistance to 3 dolphins seen swimming near Kamala beach after one dolphin was found dead washed ashore with serious injuries to its beak just this morning. Local Kamala residents notified rescue workers of the dolphins at about 8:15 a.m., and officials from the Phuket Marine Biological Center were called to the scene, who took the remains of the fatally injured dolphin to determine the cause of death. Attention is now also being geared towards the 3 other dolphins seen swimming close to the shore over there in Kamala Beach, apparently in weak condition, according to experts. The death of the dolphin found this morning follows the discovery of an olive ridley sea turtle struggling in a fishing net on Koh Tao Beach on Monday, and the discovery of a dead green sea turtle on Koh Lanta earlier this week as well. And that's it for Phuket Extra, brought to you by PSD Windows and Doors. For safe, secure, and soundproof windows, visit pvcphuket.com. We'd like to get your feedback on any of the news you just watched, so drop us a line in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe. From all of us here at the Phuket News Center, thank you for watching, and until tomorrow, stay classy, Phuket.